I met my ex-husband in 1997. We got married within 10 months. He was absolutely charming and lovely.
I met this man through a friend, and he was very charming. Everyone seemed to know him, like him. He was very sociable with everyone. I had no reason to suspect him of anything.
The statistics for domestic violence are very worrying indeed. It affects 1 in 4 women. 30% of cases start, in fact, in pregnancy. 6% of cases are, in fact, men. And shockingly, 2 women die every week in the UK as a result of domestic violence.
After a couple of months, I got pregnant, and it was from that point, it was unexpected, I have to say, and it was after that point, things changed. His behaviour changed. The controlling behaviour came into place then.
October is known as Domestic Violence Awareness Month. But what is domestic violence? According to the United States Library of Medicine, domestic violence is abusive behavior, whether it is physical, emotional, sexual, or psychological, to gain power or control over one significant other. 1 out of 4 women experience domestic violence. 85% of those occurrences are towards women, and 1.3 million women are affected each year. Domestic violence leads to mental trauma, death, or suicide. 1 out of 3 female homicides reported are from their significant other. It is the most chronically underreported crime in the world. Intimate partner violence accounts for 18.5 million mental health visits.
On the honeymoon, it changed. He became very abusive. Looking back now, I realise that, there were problems back then that just escalated when I had my children.
SAVE, Stop Abusive and Violent Environments, brings you 7 key facts about domestic violence. Everyone's heard about domestic violence, but do you know how common it is, who is most affected, and whether we're making progress in the national effort to curb partner abuse? Here are some facts. Fact number 1. 1 in 10 American couples engages in intimate partner violence each year. This could be a slap, a shove, a punch, or worse. Fact number 2. Men and women initiate domestic violence at similar rates. Over 250 scholarly studies show this to be true. Women are more likely to be injured, but men account for 1/3 of the injuries. Fact number 3. Partner aggression is often two-way. A Centers for Disease Control survey found that half of all partner violence was reciprocal, meaning it was more like an exchange of blows between 2 people than it was about one person abusing another. Fact number 4. Although all segments of society are affected, domestic violence is concentrated in certain groups. These groups include the poor, the unmarried, and lesbian and gay partners when compared to heterosexual partners. Fact number 5. Many factors contribute to domestic violence incidents. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control has identified 28 different causes of domestic violence. These include individual, relationship, and community factors. Fact number 6. America is making steady progress in the national effort to curb intimate partner aggression. Since the mid-1970s, domestic violence among intimate partners has fallen dramatically, whether violence is assessed by FBI homicide statistics or community surveys. Fact number 7. Many victims of domestic violence face barriers to getting help. Those finding significant barriers include men, boys, lesbians, and male homosexuals. For a more detailed report, you can visit the SAVE Services site at the link below.
Self-esteem was at rock bottom. He was very derogatory about me as a person, about my looks, my clothes, my everything. He was just very unpleasant most of the time. I always ended up saying sorry, even though I hadn't done anything, just to keep the peace.
Women are affected most, particularly women in the 16 to 24-year age range. Domestic violence is no respecter of wealth or culture. It can again occur across the whole socioeconomic spectrum.
There's always some reason to feel not and it's hard at the end of the day. I need some distraction. Oh,